questions, we're ready to create a template. I think the templates page will look a little bit different to this once they start going. I've got a couple of examples on here that I've been using for testing, but today I created this one, which I'm hoping to send out as a real test to all of our subscribed to marketing email and SMS customers in the next week or so. So it looks pretty simple, and I'll just take you through the various elements here. So this is the main page, and you'll be able to either go from a template in the editor that exists like this one, so we'll pop a few more examples on there for you to use with different headers and different colors and things like that, or you'll be able to go completely from scratch. So if you've ever used any kind of campaign editor before, the idea of blocks will be pretty familiar to you. So we've only got a very simple set of blocks on here, the idea being to keep it simple and quick and easy so that you can get those campaigns sent out with very little fuss. So you need to have a container in there. So you can just, for each of these, you can just literally drag them and it will tell you where you can drag them in here. I'm not going to do that right now because I've already got containers in here, and I'll show you on here what it looks like. So we've got the main container, then I've got an image section there, then I've got another container here for my two text boxes here. So if I just highlight where we're up to, there's the container there, and then I've got a text box that's for a header and another text box that's for the main body there. And then underneath there I've got an image, and there's something really cool about the images in here, that you can just search and get royalty-free images straight away from Unsplash, and it will give you the accreditation straight away on there as well without you having to look it up, add it in there and not forget so that you're in breach of copyright, that kind of thing. Then I've added one last container which has got a little bit of text and a button on there, and the button is a great place to have a link to products or a different URL, a contact form, all sorts of different things that you could have on there that's just linking to somewhere else. So all I did on here was for each of these, if we just go to the settings here, you can see that they've got little boxes that tell you about the component that's on there. So the image here, I added this from our website. So it's already hosted, so I've just added the URL. But if I wanted to choose an image, I can just go choose an image. The Unsplash searcher will come up, and you can just search for anything in there. So if I just search for window view, you can see that it's just giving you a load of ideas, and you can just keep tweaking these to get, here's a lovely one, to give you an idea of the type of images that you can get, and all of that is royalty free, so no extra subscriptions to Adobe Stock or anything like that to get great images on your marketing emails and SMSs. So like I say, I put in one that I've already got a URL for as well, so the option is there to do either or. Then you're going to look at the size on there. So if you want to, you can select a maximum width and a maximum height, or you can just add the image in there as it is. And spacing, you can add padding, and there's a really nice thing in here where instead of just sort of guessing, they go up in chunks like this, so you can make them the same. They go up in chunks of 4. So you can keep doing this until you're completely happy with what you're seeing on the page there. Okay, so I've just added some padding around the edge there just so that you can have a look and see what it's like. What else? We've got spacing, we've done spacing, we've done size, and we've done the image. Let's have a look at the text now. So if we go into the text boxes, everybody's all obviously familiar with bold, italic, underline, and changing the type of text it is, whether it's normal or a heading on there, whether you want to add bullet points and things like that. But also you can go into text, choose the text color, choose the font size, choose the font group, Like sort of SendGrid and MailChimp, there's just a subset of fonts on there. There's not every single font because there has to be font families that work on all the different email providers. So that's pretty normal and standard. And how you want it aligned, whether you want it left aligned, center aligned, or right aligned. And of course, your colors on there as well for the background. So whether you want the background color to be transparent, in this case it is because I've got the color from my container on there instead, and the text color on there. Okay, probably the only other bit to really go through is the button on here. So here I've just got a link to a blog post that's all about Squeegee Send on there and why you want to use it as part of your marketing, and then just what you want the text to look like. So you can just see it happens straight away on there as you're adding the text, and it updates it straight away. And again, you've got down here, you've got the color, the font size, font family, spacing, so you can add padding and margins. So if you just play around with these, you can see what they all do. And there you have it. You've got a wonderful template that took probably about 15 minutes to create. But do have a play about with it first before attempting to just send it out in 15 minutes. For your template on here for SMS, it needs to have this link in the square brackets at the end, and then you can just change the name of the template on there. Once you've done that and you've saved it, I'll show you how to send it out, shall we? So let's close this, and now let's go to campaigns.